Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ben's Corner. I know it's been quite some time since you've heard from me, and I apologize for that. But there have been some life things going on that has prevented me from being around as much as I'd like, and to have to call a halt to my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel for a while. If you've been tuning into my YouTube channel lately, you will have seen a few updates on there, a couple of short videos, and what you're seeing right now, at least hopefully, is a slideshow image of my car. And why are you seeing that? It's because these are the last images I will ever have of this car. I have just recently sold it yesterday. I had an update of it on my YouTube channel couple days ago where I had just started it for the first time in quite some time, got it running, drove it around the block a little bit just to make sure everything worked. Had somebody call me while I was away and ask me if I was selling it, and I was getting ready to, but I wasn't quite ready to sell it at the time that they called because I was not at home. And that brings me to another point. The reason why I wasn't at home is because I had to leave the house due to a COVID concern, and I had to go get vaccinated. I hadn't been vaccinated yet, and there was a risk at the house. So I had to move out temporarily so I wouldn't be a risk to this person, and go get vaccinated, which takes about a month. After that, I had to house sit for somebody on an emergency basis, and the first day that I went to go house sit for them, their well had a problem. It got contaminated, so to speak. Their well cap, the pipe that leads into the ground, had corroded and sprung a leak. So a lot of contaminated rainwater, because we had a torrential downpour at the time, seeped into the well and contaminated the water. So I was without running water at that house. And taking care of animals and all kinds of stuff while I was there. And then I finally come back home, and I have to get my car ready to sell. And this is it. It's a 1994 Honda Civic. Had just under 93,000 miles on it, which is crazy low for this age of car. And that's why the guy was interested in it. His wife apparently had an accident with her car, and he was looking for something inexpensive that he could rely on just to get his wife and kids around to the grocery store and back and forth to school and stuff. And this, I know you're looking at it and say, oh, look at the paint, look at the body, it's got a different colored door. Well, that door got hit in a parking lot and just totaled the door. And the repair I got some quotes, and all of them were over $1,000 because of paint, labor, everything else. And that was more than the car was worth at the time. And I was like, okay, I don't know how much that door cost me, but it wasn't that much. I think $60 at a junkyard or something. I could get a door. And now it's not the right color, but it's a functional door with a working window, everything else like that. So I just put it on there. I wasn't going to take the car off the road because mechanically it's perfectly sound. Those tires are virtually brand new. They hardly have any wear on them. I think I put less than 200 miles on them because I was getting ready to have this car on the road for myself, but because of my own health issues and the rising insurance rates for whatever reason, I've been a clean driver for many years over with no speeding tickets, no accidents, no nothing, and my rates kept going up every year, and not by just a couple bucks, a lot. It's like, okay, I just can't do this anymore. I've been out of work for a while because of health issues, and just wasn't feasible to keep the car anymore. But what I had done is I did everything mechanical on the car, put brand new tires, brand new brakes all the way around. Rear wheel brake cylinders have been replaced on the car because they had started to go. The seals on them went bad. And a couple of brake lines, rear brake lines have been replaced because they got a little rusty. The timing belt had been replaced, the radiator had been replaced, the transmission had been rebuilt at about 70,000 miles. This is a 1994 Honda Civic, and although the engines are very bulletproof, they are known for lasting forever. their transmissions were a weak spot, especially their torque converters in the automatics. So that's what had to be rebuilt in this car. And that was done at about 70,000 miles. So that transmission has a lot of life in it. So this is a runner. And it just needs some TLC on the body. That's something I was going to get around to myself. But just health, being in the hospital in 3 of the last 4 years, having some operations and stuff like that, just didn't make it feasible anymore for me to be able to do that. And so I'm mixed emotions on it. I didn't want to get rid of the car. It's been a good little car to me. It's been very faithful, very reliable. And but I feel good knowing that, hey, you know, this car was just going to sit and fall to pieces in front of my eyes if somebody didn't get it and take care of it and use it. So this family can really use it. His wife that he bought it for doesn't know that she's getting it, and she loves little Honda Civics. And well, what a little present this is going to be for her. So he came by yesterday, drove it around, was really impressed with it, because everything that should work on it does. It just looks rough because it needs some paint. And so he's going to throw a coat of paint on it. We came to a deal and loaded it up and took it away yesterday. So this is the last images of my nice little Honda Civic. It's been a great little car. And yeah, so now you got an update on me. I'm back home finally in my little recording studio. That's part of the reason why I couldn't be here, is because I didn't have any of my equipment. So now I'm back home. And what are the plans? Well, I'm still got a lot of things to get in order now that I got the car taken care of. There's some odds and ends with doctor's appointments and things to take care of. And I'm going to start getting that together. So I'm looking to restart everything, next week. So I think maybe I'll shoot for Sunday and see how that goes. I think I might have something else planned. So if not Sunday, it'll be Tuesday that we do this. I think that was my normal day. It was Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. I'll look at the schedule. But whatever the scheduled day after the weekend is supposed to be is when I'll probably start next week. That will be my Twitch channel. And I will be coming back to YouTube with the more franchise from Madden and a couple other things. My cross-out videos will be on YouTube as well as Twitch. And I've been playing a couple of other games that I have been able to get a hold of, and just fooling around with those in the meantime, just to keep myself occupied with something. Just looking for different content that I might be able to put up on YouTube or Twitch that might be fun. And we'll see if I find something else to play. And so I hope you all have been well. If you've been wondering where I am or what I'm doing or looking for content, well, I'm sorry. This kind of all happened like in an I found out like immediately, and then immediately had to make plans to get out. So yeah, everything just kind of fell into my lap. So I don't want to make this video too terribly long. I think pretty much everything that needed to be said has been said. Just wanted to show you a picture of the car. Yeah, good little Honda. Wish I could keep it, but we'll see what the future brings. I'm starting to get healthier. Doctors that I've been meeting seem to have an idea what's going on. I still have to clear out a few more things and see what's going on. So the plan will be to get back to work. So that will alter my schedule when that happens. I've got some buns in the oven, or what do they say, irons, hot irons, something about irons. I got irons. So yeah, you might see a little blurbs here and there that if something comes up, I'll just post it to YouTube. And then we'll be looking to get back to Twitch next week, I believe. So I hope you all have been well, and I appreciate the ones that have been hanging around and looking around for the content, asking what's up. Now you know, and I'm sorry. I'll try to get back in the loop with the social media and all that kinds of stuff real soon. So take care, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Ben's Corner, and thank you all for hanging in there. And I hope you haven't been too worried about me. You don't have to worry about Ben. I'll be all right.